InCarn, well, my connection with InCarn comes from my affiliation with the church because as I am spearheading the signing / interpreting ministry at the church, ultimately that involves providing interpretation for InCarn performances. And so if I was not interpreting, I was coordinating the interpreting and working closely with InCarn and the interpreting process, as well as trying to develop a consistent deaf and hard of hearing audience. A lot of things are going on, and some people can very easily become distracted just looking at the voices, not paying attention to the actors, unless in a case like the character of Nisha, you know, she demands your attention because she's so off the chain that people are looking more and they can imagine what that mood or that character must look like in terms of the voicing that's going with it. The only time that there will be a difference is if the character is being overly excited and you don't get that same level of excitement from the voice that's trying to interpret her. So I would imagine anybody coming in would expect good theater is good theater, and anything that we can do to make that transition smoother, as if they didn't even know that the person was deaf. They came for theater, they didn't have to think about what was going on, try to understand, or feel like they were just going to be confused coming in the door. Anything we can do to make it just a smooth transition would be great. It would be easier if our deaf performers were all English signers, and everybody that's looking at don't know sign language, we looking to match the voice with the words that they hear, which is what they do anyway. But the reality is, majority of the deaf people that we're going to be coming in contact with on a day-to-day basis, their predominant language is going to be American Sign Language because they've come from the deaf community, and the visual gestural language is what they know first and best. I see the work that goes into it, and I know the work when we're doing live performances from the stage, the work that's involved. It blows my mind that we're doing something like this that cuts down 2/3 of the time we normally would have to prepare. And even though we're doing excerpts, the tremendous amount of work of just getting used to dealing with people with 2 different languages, to getting used to looking at how stages are set up from the stage to being on the screen, I get nervous trying to figure out left and right. And in live theater, I've gotten used to stage left and stage right. But when you start talking about the props and looking at 1 door instead of 2 doors and all that, it's extremely intimidating. Like I said, there's a lot of things that come to my mind, what could be done on this platform, given the short period of time that we're doing. And I would imagine with the phenomenal female actresses that I have seen just in the last couple of productions that InCarn has included, I think something like the vagina monologue would be very interesting because you have all these individual characters and they have their own spotlight, and you get to take on just looking at them do their own things and not necessarily interacting a great deal with each other. And from what I've seen of the vagina monologues, it would be very interesting to see that with an all-deaf female cast. Why should they?
Yeah, why should they support this type of meeting?
Well, number one, it's convenient, it's affordable, it's groundbreaking, and it's exciting.